be incredible, man. Just keeps getting better every day. Where are you from?
I'm from Finland, actually.
Nice. I'm in California, USA.
Nice. I was actually planning to move in US this winter.
Have you been to a 10X growth conference before?
I haven't. I found out Grant 2 weeks ago.
Wow. I'm glad you joined the challenge. 10X will change your life.
Is Finland close to Denmark?
Yeah, kind of.
Oh, yeah, because that's where Ty is right now. He's in Denmark doing some deals right now.
Damn.
Did you guys join?
Set up. He had one right here, remember? Yeah. What's going on, everybody? Hey, 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 10X Challenge. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? How you guys doing? Good? Thumbs up. Let me see you good. Love it. Day 7, the holy day, the day of completion. I was born on the 7th, so I have a personal connection with the number 7. But today is going to be a monster day at the 10X Challenge. Today's a sales day. Dude, sales are everything. Sales are everything. If you can sell, like, you have unlimited amounts of freedom and confidence. It's the number one skill that you have to learn if you want to be successful. Like, you have to learn how to get your way with people. You have to learn how to get people excited about the product or the service or the offer that you have. Like, you have to be able to communicate that enthusiasm to people about a product because ultimately that passion and conviction is going to be the thing that does the convincing to get people to say yes to whatever you're doing. So you got to figure out a way to get great at it. And the thing that was most reassuring to me is that you don't have to be born a salesperson, because I thought that for a long time. I was like, you either got it or you don't. And I could never figure out why I was never getting better at sales. Like it was constantly same problems over and over and over again, yet I wasn't getting any better. Same problems over and over and over again, paycheck wasn't changing. Same problems over and over and over, and I was still like, I felt stuck. And everything changed for me once I found Grant, because I didn't actually know that you could learn to do and say things in a sales process that would radically improve your results. And so that's what we're going to talk about today. This is Grant's superpower, talking about sales. He's made a lot of money in real estate, but that real estate, all those deals that he was able to put together, those deals that he was able to string together, they came because he was able to sell people. Evan asked, how long until you felt good about it? I don't know. I still don't feel great about it, but I know that I have to get better at it. And I know it's like saying, for somebody who's exercising and working out in the gym, like, in your mind, if you have this idea of what you want to look like and you're showing up, you're exercising. I exercise regularly. I have an average diet. Occasionally I drink, so I don't do things that are going to get me to that thing. I do things that will prevent me from getting to that final thing. Right. So like, for me, it's like, in order to get to that like next level, you have to like super crank up commitment, super crank up intensity, frequency. Like, you got to dig in, and that's how you end up with the shredded abs. You see people that do that. I know a bunch of people that exercise and work out, and they get to a point where they're like, all of us would be like, man, I want to look like that, guys, at least, right? I mean, I want to look like that. But then that next level where they go from where they're at to like competition ready, they're like, the amount of effort and energy it works to get to that level and maintain it is like 10X what it took to get to that initial target in the first place. I hope that makes sense. But you constantly have to improve. You constantly have to learn. You constantly have to educate. You constantly have to have awareness on it. We have a saying back in our sales department, it literally takes a day to get rusty. That's why we role play every day. That's why we drill every day. That's why we train every day, because after one day you get rusty. And after one day, you go through a weekend the first hour and a half of calls on Monday morning, even our veteran guys, they're like knocking cobwebs out. They're like, you got to get the gears going again. And so this is a team that trains every single day like maniacs, like warriors. So if you're in that boat where you're like, hey, how come I'm not seeing improvement? The first thing you need to do is you need to train like a madman every day. Let's see here. So contest things are heating up on the leaderboard in the contest. GrantCardone.com/contest. If you have not yet registered for the contest, GrantCardone.com/contest. We had an overtaking of the leader on the leaderboard yesterday. Amar took over first place and is now sitting at 24,697 points. Jarrett, second place, 23,007. And Ken Dunn popped it out a little bit. Come on, Ken. He's coming up from the back, 22,707. I think we're doing something with Ken coming up here. 22,707. So you are about 2,000 points off the lead there. 2,000 points off the lead, Ken. Not a math guy, obviously. So there's still plenty of time to get involved in this contest. We're going to be picking a bunch of random winners just for the people who participated in here. But certainly the top of the list here is where all the Glenn Gary gifts and giveaways are going to go to. So make sure you get involved in the contest. All you have to do is register. You get a link, and then you can start sharing your link publicly. And then if anybody signs up through your link, you're going to get points for that. So make sure you take advantage of that. We did have some winners from yesterday. So I'm going to go through and will you hand me my laptop over there, Annie? Thank you. Winner, chicken dinner. So every day what we've been doing is we've been giving away prizes, cash, coaching, event tickets. We've been doing a bunch of giveaways for people that are doing their work. The purpose of the homework, guys, is to get you into action. The purpose of you doing something so simple as taking a video and posting it in the group is so that you get unstuck. You know, momentum is a very powerful thing when you're trying to create a breakthrough. And all of these little days that we're stringing together where you're putting a little video here, changing a little mindset here, doing a little something extra there, talking to different people that you may not have known before, reserving your seat to the virtual boot camp, which you can see behind me, going to be freaking insane. Doing all of these things, they start creating this pull and this momentum towards something bigger and greater than where you're at right now. And if you can build up the discipline and not really look at this as just a challenge and a short-term thing, if you can build real discipline out of this and real habits out of this, I promise you, the next 3 months of the year will be better than the last 12 months. Because that's how big of a difference the things that we're talking about can make, the big of a difference they can make. Let me see here. Okay. Winner, chicken dinner. All right. Grant wants to give away some serious points here. So, okay. So yesterday, what we did is everybody who bought a virtual VIP boot camp registration. So everybody coming to the virtual boot camp that purchased as a VIP, we're giving you access to our 10X HQ day, which is you come here and we do a little tour around the office. You meet everybody. You get to see kind of behind the scenes, everything that we're doing. We had a handful of winners here. I'll just blast through them real quick. Lofty, Chortani, Anthony Jr., Tom Venuto, Mark Collins, Robert Scott, Adam Hageman, Michael Booth, Tom Caitlin, Margarita Liropoulos, Sailor Rob, Susan McCoy, Brian Cuss, Catherine Thompson, Heather Flores, Nick Stubbs, Omar Herrera, Marie Mitchell, Infirmerie, Victor Pena, my man, Nav Deep, Kur, Gabino Manuel. Congratulations, all you guys, on stepping up for VIP virtual boot camp. Homework winners for the day yesterday: Anders Sigelfik, I think that's probably Scandinavian. Anne-Marie Antic, Christina Gatu, C. Eric Collier, Stacy Hull, Janelle Lowe, Nanuko Woods, Chakisha Jones, Michelle Oldenburg, Andy Borsis. You all won $100 for doing your homework. Imagine if they gave you $100 for doing your homework in school. You know? Like imagine if you got homework, if you got $100 just for doing your home. I'd do all my homework. Let's see, notes. $100 for each of these winners for notes. Audrey Wensley, Guillermo Almea, Kate Coolney Ashlock, Tara Nickel, Brandy Van Leer, Kim Latimer, Allison Rose, Todd Bear, Veronica Sanobova, Dustin Jones. Congratulations, everybody, for doing your homework. It's ridiculous to say that. Doing your homework. Congratulations. I don't know, you know, just.
Do people understand, like the top prize winners, what they could win?
Yeah, so top prize winners for all these contests, we have a flight on the 10X Bird. We have private one-on-one coaching sessions with Grant. These have all, we've given one of them away. The remainders have not been given out yet. We have diamond tickets to 10X Growth Conference.
20 grand.
We have, which is a $20,000 seat. We've got more cash. We've got boot camp tickets. We got a lot of stuff that we're going to give you.
10 speaking spots.
10 people get to come up on stage at 10X Growth Conference and experience 12,500 people right in your face.
Jared, let's give 10,000 points away to the person that can think of the 4 numbers I'm thinking of right now. I'm writing them down.
Okay.
Okay. You have to be on the Facebook group to do this. I'm gonna give you guys.
Johnny, can they hear him right now? Okay.
Okay. I've just written down 4 numbers. Okay. And the first person who can guess these 4 numbers wins 10,000 points and automatically gets to be one of the people that comes on the 10X Growth Conference stage.
4 numbers.
4 numbers.
Is it like are they from 1 to they're, you know, like what's the
Sure, they're between 1 and 1.
Is it like
the 4 individual numbers are between 1 and 10.
Okay, so it's like 4,362. It's not like 50 502.
It's 4 numbers.
Right.
4 separate numbers, and they go between 1 and 10.
Okay.
So
it's kind of like Powerball right now.
Yeah.
What we're playing. We're kind of like Powerball.
Kind of, yeah. So the first person that can guess those, you have to be in the Facebook at the grantcardone.com/challenge. You guys on Instagram, go to grantcardone.com/challenge. Enter your data. You guys on YouTube, go to grantcardone.com/challenge. Just go in there for a second, enter the number. If 10 people get it, I'll give away 10 people 10,000 points. 4 numbers. It's simple. Like it's a no-brainer. So when do you want to pick this, Jared? What time is it right now?
I think we give them maybe 10 minutes.
Okay.
5 minutes. What do you think?
Like 4 or 5 minutes, because people will come and go. People that are coming, let people know that just came in what we're doing right now.
Okay. So guys, if you're just coming in right now, Grant, he just created in his mind and transferred to a sheet of paper 4 numbers. 4 numbers. Each number is from 1 to 10.
Would you like to see the numbers?
Okay. Got it.
Man, this is going to be the backdrop. Okay. This is going to be the backdrop. It's 4 numbers, 4 digits. Okay. The 4 digits go together. They run together. And we're going to give 10 people 10,000 points, the first 10 people. And let's just give it another 3 minutes, Jared.
Okay. We're going to keep going. Keep putting your guesses in, folks.
Okay.
Keep putting
tell them what's behind you, dude, because I'm so proud of what we're doing here.
Yeah. So basically what you see behind us here is a rendering of what the studio is going to look like for the 10X Interactive Boot Camp. This is the first of its kind where we are bringing together 3 days of literally best in class, world-class business strategies and tactics. And it's normally an event that we do here in Miami. Tickets are between 3 and 10 grand. And what we're doing is we're building a studio. We're having everybody come to our studio virtually. Each of these screens back here, there's hundreds of them, will each contain faces like you see here, all these little faces on the computer. Everybody's going to have a seat and we get to see you. You get to see us. We're using some amazing technology to bring this together. 40-foot high screens massive around the world viewpoints, perspectives from us. We get to bring people in. The thing I'm most excited about that we never get to do at our normal boot camp is we're doing breakout sessions. So where the day would normally go like 3 hours of education, then we take a lunch and then another 3 or 4 hours of teaching. We're breaking it down into smaller chunks, and then we're breaking out into breakout sessions where we're kind of going to workshop the material that we're covering. And so it's going to be a super unique experience. If you've ever been to one of our boot camps before, this will be like any boot camp that you've ever attended. So if you haven't gotten your seat yet, grantcardone.com/virtual. There's 3 options. We have a $297 option, which gets you entry. Your $297 option gets you entry to the boot camp. Again, normally that seat is a $3,000 to $10,000 ticket. And you're going to get access to 10X Super Life program. This program is about how you can build a 10X life for yourself. You see how it's got a family there holding hands? It's because the 10X Super Life is about more than just money. Super important, super important. And so that's option 1. Option 2, for $497, you're going to get the 10X Super Life program. You're going to get your 3-day pass to the 10X Business Boot Camp. And if that wasn't enough, Grant threw in an executive level ticket to the 10X Growth Conference. These tickets right now on our website are $2,500. You can get one of these absolutely free. All you have to do, go to grantcardone.com/virtual, enroll in the virtual boot camp, and you're going to get one of these tickets absolutely free. This is the premier business conference in the country.
In the world.
Top guests, top speakers, top entrepreneurs, celebrities, artists. It's literally the one event out of the entire year, if you're in the business entrepreneur space, that you cannot miss.
Okay, we have some winners. Let's record these, Jared. Okay, we have some winners on the pick the 4 numbers. Do you guys think you got it right? Raise your hand if you think you got it right. Well, I mean, of course, if you guessed it, you got to believe you got it right. Okay, so, oh wow, really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so what did I say? The first 10? Didn't I say the first 10 that picked it? Right?
You said everybody that gets it gets.
Did I say, guys, what did I say? Did I say the first 10? I trust Sherry. Sherry's watching. Did I say the first 10 or everyone that got it? Yeah, I think I said the first 10 people that picked this. Otherwise, look, find out what I said. What did I say?
I think
Johnny,
what you said was anybody who guessed that number gets 5,000 points.
Call Sherry. Let's ask Sherry. Sherry knows. Let's see because I don't want to lose my stream here because I got a lot of numbers. I'm going back to 444 when I first said this. Okay.
She might be fine right now.
Oh yeah. Okay. Because she looks like she's on.
That's
Oh, is that you? What did I say, Alan? Okay. Well, the first winner is Evan Doggett. We'll figure out what I said. Evan Doggett won. Okay. The number is 1010. 1010 right here. Okay. 1010. It looks like Marcy won. Joey looks like he's got his hands up or he got close. I think he just got close. He's like, God damn it, I got close. Okay. So I'm just going back to the timeline here. 443. Alexis put in 1010. Evan Doggett 1010. Catherine put in 10, but not 1010. Catherine, halfway there. In this group, right here, on this one, on the Zoom.
Yeah, it's fine. This is fine. These are
on the Zoom.
VIPs.
The Jerome put it at 1010.
Dominique, Frank.
Stephen Druth, dude, you put 1,000. So close. 1-1, just one away. Dominique, Frank, 1010. By the way, the number is not 10. Space 10. It was 1010. You want to show
1,000.
1,010 is the number.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
I mean, that was like you were really hoping somebody was going to guess that number.
Yeah, that was pretty easy, right? I got 10,000 points. So for 1010 goes to, we'll just go through here. Lauren Rosier got it right. For all of you that did that,
Garrett Scott.
that was your homework today. That was part of your homework. You got your 10,000 points. Every day I'm going to do something ridiculous. So you guys that were at the top of the leaderboard and you're like, wait a minute, that ain't fair. This is exactly how life is. You think you're ahead and you think everything's going good. And then something happens where some guy comes in and throws some curveball and boom, your lead gets squashed. That's why that's why I always say, man, just keep pushing, keep pressing, keep going. We say that all the time when we're ahead, keep accelerating. Let's see here. 10-10 goes to Ramirez. He got it right, or she got it right. Let me see. Jared's getting quiet right now, so I know that always means it creates a problem for internally. At 4:40, let's see here.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, so the first 10 people that gave that, I'll do it again, guys. Don't feel like that you lost something. I'll do it again. I'll do something crazy again. So we'll make sure those people get 10,000 points. But be doing your homework.
We good? All right, cool. So today, just real quick, let me go through a recap of, actually, let me finish talking about the boot camp. So first two packages, $297, $497, a lot of people already invested, a lot of familiar faces. Super excited to have you guys back. Final package, VIP. If you want to roll VIP, you want to have backstage access like Abel, Samantha, Michelle, Juan, Charles, Gus, Stephen, Druth, Josh, Jake, Penelope, so that we can bring you guys up live during the boot camp and get you involved personally in some of the role plays and the things that we're doing. That option is $2,000, grantcardone.com/virtual. You'll get access to everything we talked about, all the programs, the ticket to the boot camp, the ticket to GrowthCon, and you're going to get 3 days of backstage access. Each day, actually day 1, day 2, we're going to do a VIP lunch so that virtually Grant's going to sit down. We're going to get him to eat some food in front of you guys and go through and do some Q&A and get you guys some access to him and what we're doing behind the scenes. Q&A with Grant's always great. One of the fan favorites of our boot camp. So grantcardone.com/virtual. Come be a part of this. First time in the history of the world, the Grant Cardone 10X Business Boot Camp is going to be streamed live all around the world using the most insane technology setup that you've ever seen in your life. Super excited to have you guys a part of that. Go take advantage of that. 3 days of learning from our team, what we're doing, what we did to go from $3 million a year in sales to well over $125 million in sales, and how you can do the same in your business. So super excited about that. Hope you guys take advantage of that today. Don't wait. Prices will go up on, I think, what day is today? Sunday? They're all kind of blending together. I think Wednesday prices go up. So if you've been waiting, take advantage. Don't sleep on it because it's just going to get more expensive. And it's going to be an awesome opportunity that will be worth 100 times what you pay for it, probably more so. Real quick, I just want to blaze through some a recap of yesterday. We talked about marketing. I'm not going to go through Eric Worre's 25 points because we'll be here for the next 40 minutes. But I do want to go over the 7 things that Grant talked about in marketing, his kind of commandments of marketing. Number 1, marketing is senior to sales. You have to get the sales process started. You can do it the hard way like we did, banging cold calls, knocking on doors, busting your head up against the wall, or you can get great at the marketing and promotion game and get a brand that goes wide and actually creates some traffic coming towards you. Number 2, the first 3 rules of business: promote, promote, promote. Number 3, quantity is senior to quality. Number 4, any marketing is better than no marketing. Number 5, stay relevant, stay interesting, and be interested. Number 6, understand your audience, your advertising, and your marketing. And then number 7, all marketing works except when you quit. Grant talked a little bit about that. He talked about the fact that we're not measuring return on ad spend with a microscope. Certainly day to day when we're looking at ads, that's something that we keep an eye on, but he never talks about it. He never asks because he knows now that marketing is the thing that feeds what we have. It's social media and advertising and marketing have been the single most powerful thing that we've brought into our business that took us from trying to figure things out to building a brand that reaches all around the world and having a company that's taken us around the world, a product and a service to Singapore and Malaysia and Dubai and Australia and England and where else have we done stuff? Yeah, I mean, it's just insane all around the world. So Russia, yeah. Bulgaria, Czech,
Lake Charles,
Latvia, Lake Charles, Las Vegas,
LA. That's another country now.
Los Angeles. That's right. That's a new world.
Hawaii, Fiji.
So all around the world,
Malaysia.
guys. And today we have an amazing topic to discuss. This is my, out of anything that Grant talks about, even real estate, out of anything that he talks about, this is the one thing that I love hearing from him most because he's such a gangster with it. And he has a very unique perspective. He looks at things in a very unique way that just makes sense. Sales is what made Grant who he is today. Sales is what the real estate portfolio was built on. Sales is what the company that we operate today was built off of. And in the future, sales will be the one thing that provides us immunity from disasters and pandemics and economic contractions. And so I'm super excited to bring up the man himself today to talk to you about the one most important thing in your business, sales. Grant, come on up to the stage. Everybody give it up. Huh?
You got me going up early.
We're just working you, man. We're just working you.
All right. So good afternoon, everyone. Hope you're doing well. And it's so good to be with you on this Sunday afternoon. I just finished watching Tom Brady over at Tampa Bay finish a little victory over LA. Okay, so just to clarify on the 10,000 points, the first person, my organization is going to pick the people that won that, guys. Like, I come in, create a lot of confusion. I can tell everybody around here is like, oh my God, he's not doing it again, is he? Yeah, well, yeah, that's what I do. Okay. So you got to remember, because sometimes we do these things and it shocks me how many people get upset. Oh, but he said, look, it wasn't even there 5 minutes ago. Okay. It's just for fun. It's just for fun. We want you to have fun. We want you to learn. I always want to have fun. And I come in here and do crazy stuff and then people get upset. Don't get upset. You know, there's no reason to get upset. 10 people are going to win 10,000 points. And then I'm probably going to give 20,000 points away tomorrow. All you got to do is show up. You can't win if you don't show up. You can't make a sale if you don't show up. Okay. The first person that they pick, either out of the Facebook group or the Zoom group or whatever group, we got so many damn groups going, you can't hold me hostage. Liz Bell Ortiz gets to speak, gets to walk onto the 10X Growth Conference stage. I had some guy like call here the other day because some guy bought the tacos. He's like, I was the legitimate buyer of the tacos. I'm the first one that bought the tacos. Okay, bro, you send me $2,000. I'll sell you the tacos. I'll get you another pack. Don't get upset. Look, if you get upset in a sale, you're not going to make a sale. This is like, I'm getting ready to give you 10 things you got to do in sales. One of them is it's not on the list right now. I'll tell you right now, do you guys get upset in a sale? And I see it all the damn time. People getting upset. God damn, I can't believe you made me go through all that work. Okay. I'm buying, you're selling. You know, I have the money, you want it. And so you got to, sometimes you just got to like take a knee. You know what I'm saying? So let's see. Let me just also reboot what we've been talking about every day. If you missed day one was about the mindset. You got to get the mindset right. Okay. This is the 10X challenge. So if you guys are going back and pick up notes, maybe you missed a day, maybe you were distracted, you had the kids, you were off to work, whatever, right? You were on an appointment trying to make a sale. No, day one was about mindset. We spent literally an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours that day. I promised 1 hour a day for free. Nobody ever seems to get mad about that, by the way. They're like, you promised me 1 hour and you did 2 hours and 35 minutes. God damn it. Okay. Number one, day one, mindset. Day two was all about the disciplines of the successful. Man, day two, like if you went back and asked me, hey, Grant, what's the most important day for you? Like when I teach this, I learn more. When I teach this, I become more of the material. Best way to learn anything is to teach it. And the only way you can actually teach something, because everybody will find out you're a fraud, is to do it. Discipline, fortitude, persistence, courage, visionary, handling rejection, confidence, being a risk taker, and having momentum, all which will have a lot to do with this thing called sales that we'll be talking about today. That was day two. Day three, okay, day three, for those of you who got the workbook, you'll be getting the entire workbook at the end of this, okay? Day three is about accountability. How do I measure the statistics and the results of what we are doing. What is accountability? How do I hold myself accountable? How do I make sure I execute? How do I use graphs? Because feelings lie. I was looking at a piece of real estate this morning. Yesterday, I was looking at real estate. Today, I'm looking at real estate. On my mornings off, I'm driving out to Fort Lauderdale looking at a piece of real estate. And I said, hey, so what do you think about this property? He's like, this property feels good to me. I'm like, oh, okay, it feels good, huh? Would you rub up on it or something? Dude, I need to see the numbers on it. How did it do pre-COVID? How did it do during COVID? And let me see the graph of it after COVID. How's it doing? What's the numbers say? Okay. Feelings lie, people lie. The fourth day was what, 2 days ago? What day are we on? I don't even know. We're on day 7, sorry. 3 days ago, I was talking about finances, getting your mental right on the finances. How much money do you want to make? How much money do you need? And why have you made a decision that $1 million is a lot of money when in truth, if you ask anybody that's got $1 million, they're going to be like, that's no money at all. Do not beg for poverty. What you ask for is what you will end up with. Okay. Be careful what you ask for. Y'all know that one? What is McConaughey? Be careful what you wish for. What is McConaughey? What's his name say?
Should be cool if you did.
Yeah. Man, I want $1 million, Matthew. Sure be cool. Man, hey, man, you got $1 million, Matthew? Sure would. No, I don't. Sure would be cool if you did. Oh, yeah. Okay, so look, where's your financial intelligence, your financial IQ coming from? Where's your financial genius coming from? You guys, rather than writing down how much money you want, maybe what you want to do is, I'm going to be a financial genius. Because if you're a financial genius, you would then make a decision on exactly how much money you needed. Okay, rather than I want to be a millionaire, I want to give millions to charity. You know, rather than I want to be able to take care of my family, hey, how about I take care of my whole neighborhood? Okay, do what I want, go where I want, as long as I want, with who I want. And I could actually say no to some customers. See, I say never say no to a customer until you're rich. And then you're like, hey, we need to knock his ass off the stream. Just ask him to leave. Give him his money back. Okay, so we talked about day 4, financial intelligence. On day 5, these are all my notes, by the way. This is ridiculous. I'm a ridiculous person. Day 5, financial mindset. Okay, what level financial mindset? Do you want to just get by? Do you want to be comfortable? Do you want to be country club well off, or do you want to be one of the wealthy? Okay, super wealthy. If you want to be that, you can be that. You want to be less than that, fine with me. Whatever you want to pick, I'm all good with. I'm not voting for your financial status. I'm pulling for you, but I don't have to pull that lever. I don't have to vote on that card. I got to decide on myself, my family, and also the companies I want to do business with. So if you guys want me to partner with you, guess what? Hey, man, where you want to be, dog? Well, I just want to be comfortable, man. Probably not a business I'm interested in. How about we just buy you out? You go away and we go do our little crazy thing, because I don't want a partner that's going to be satisfied. So you just got to pick who you want to play with. Day 6, yesterday. How am I? I got everybody in the room. Got everybody in the studio. How am I going to get your damn attention? What am I going to do to get your attention? Huh? Walking in here today, I'm wearing my little shine. You know? How do I get your attention, keep your attention, grow your attention? That was yesterday. By the way, if you didn't take that note, it's not about getting attention. How do I get it, keep it, and grow it? Attention is money. Notice if you've ever read the Millionaire booklet or Playbook to Millions, or you've done the course How to Make Millions in Business, it's about how to get it, keep it, and grow it. It ain't about how to get it. I mean, half the planet knows how to get it. 90% of the people that know how to get it don't know how to keep it. Okay, 99% of the people that know how to get it and keep it don't know how to multiply it. Like, that is the biggest secret on planet Earth. It's because you were taught adding and subtracting and budgets for so long. Budgets allow you to keep money. Budgets don't teach you how to swole it up. Jeremy Morris got his arms all crossed up. You be swole up, bro. You got a good looking woman right there. You got to take care of her. You guys got a mom and a dad, man. Mom and dad get sick, man. You know what? You need to be able to put your parents in private care. Get some good attention for them. That takes money. You know, maybe there's going to be some care you need to get outside the country, and it takes a flight, a private jet. You can't put a sick person on a commercial jet. Okay, you're like, oh man, I don't need all this shit. I don't need to fly private. What if your daddy needs to fly private, folks? Because they won't let him on a plane. But he won't be able to get on my plane. He'll have to get on one of those emergency private planes that's set up with ventilators and stuff. It's going to cost you like $150 to fly him over there, and then probably another $150 for the care, so that you can spend another 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 years with your dad, save his life. See, that's worth working for. That's the kind of money I'm talking about. So you can solve problems. Okay, so let's talk about today, because look, if you don't have any money, I grew up with no money. And I didn't know how to go get angel investors. I didn't even know what an angel investor was until like 5 years ago. I'm like, shit, if they ain't an investor, they ain't an angel. I know they're going to want something from me. Okay. Venture capitalists. I did not even know what that meant until maybe 3 or 4 years ago. I'm like, everybody's like, VC, I got a VC, we got VCs. I'm like, VC, shit. What is that? I don't even know what that is. Vulture? VCR? I had a VCR. I remember I had a Betamax machine, then I had a VCR. So you know, I get around Damon John, little man Damon. He's going to be on next Saturday, by the way. Next Saturday. Should I tell him? No. Dude, next Saturday, carve out your whole day, bitches. I'm just saying. Carve it out. Carve it out. What would 10X be without a marathon? On 10/10, by the way. There's a method to the madness. There's a method to the madness. October the 10th, get your day ready. Okay, get your day ready, Victoria. John Oxley, get your day ready. Nick Moore on 10/10, Rhino Man, get your day ready. Okay, look, how you going to go out Monday, tomorrow, and make a sale and get somebody to give you money? It's called OPM. Okay, when I heard the term OPM, people are like, oh, you using other people's money. I'm like, what's the OPM thing mean? You get money from other people. The guy told me this. He's like, Cardone Capital, y'all using other people's money. I said, oh, wait, what's other people's money? He's like, you go out and get other people to invest in your deals. I'm like, I already bought the deal. I bought the deal. I'm letting people in my deal. He's like, oh, that's other people's money. No. If it was other people's money, they would have put the money in and bought the deal. I bought the deal with my damn money. Okay. I bought the necklace with my money, and then I give it to you. That ain't other people's money. That was my money, so I could own it, and then I let you in. That ain't other people's money. When I was 25 years old and I was broke, zero, I thought other people's money was, hey, what's up? What's up? Grant Cardone is in the hood. Well, I'm in your neighborhood. I got something to show you. I got something to show you. I got something to show you. I got some fish to sell. Anybody want some fish? I was pitching, man. I thought other people's money was I take my product and I go sell my product. That's what I thought other people's money was. I said, okay, I'm going to take a book. I'm going to write a book. I'm going to have a bunch of misspelled words in there. I'm not going to worry about the misspelled words. I'm going to go sell this book. I'm not going to even have the right title on the book, okay? It's going to be a paperback. It's going to be self-published. I couldn't sell a company on publishing the book. It was 2008, okay? I didn't have time for an editor. An editor cost $2,500. I didn't have $2,500. I ain't spending $2,500. I'm going to go sell the book to a bunch of grammar-free people. I'm going to go sell this book to people that don't even care about the grammar. They just care about how to make a sale. Because I know the magic in this book, okay? The magic in this book is more important than the commas and the semicolons and the colons. I don't know the difference. I'll tell you right now. I thought a colon was something in your body. I did not know it had something to do with a sentence. I tell you right now. Just did not know that. Okay? And somebody said, you got semicolons where there should be colons. I said, well, how you know anything about my colon? True story. Okay. So we went out and sold this book. We sold tens of thousands of copies of this book, door to door, business to business. Okay. Man, this is the greatest sales book ever written in the history of the world. It is the thing, my brothers and sisters, that will get you out and get you up and get you into funds. The funsies, the monies. Okay, 2008, man, when nobody was buying anything. We sold tens of thousands of copies of this book until we changed the name of it to Sell or Be Sold, edited it once I made some money on the book, then changed it to this book, which would later go on to win an award, an Axiom Award, and become one of the greatest best-selling sales books in the history of the world. Now, why did it become one of the greatest sales books in history? Who knows the answer to that question? No, because I sold it. That's right. That's the right answer, because I sold the book. It's to We Are Dog Training, because We Are Dog Training stays close on us. He's like a tick on a greyhound.
Like a hungry dog.
He like a hungry dog on the back of a meat truck. You're like, man, Grant, I just don't have your personality. Okay, well, you know what? You need to change that, and you need to get a personality. You don't need to be like me, but you need to get and keep attention. You need to, what's that mean? Okay, yeah. You need to get attention, keep attention, and exchange attention for money. Money follows what? Attention. What's the sales process? Sales process is about getting attention. And then having some place, once you get attention, for people to say, I'll give you a credit card for that. Congratulations to everybody who's gotten the grantcardone.com/virtual. Okay, I have millions of dollars invested in those little squares back there so I can communicate with you guys. See, I look at my computer here. I keep looking at it. You're going to keep seeing me look at it. Why? Because I love people. Because I know that people are my survival. If I'm on a, what was that movie that the guy that got COVID, the great actor, he played the chocolate. I love chocolates and all that. Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks was on that. He was the UPS guy, the manager. What's so funny? What's so funny?
He played the chocolate. He said, I love chocolates. He played the chocolate.
Yeah, but he was on the island. He was on the island.
It was like a box of chocolate.
He was on the island. I'm bringing Ty Lopez in here today. Ty understands me, Ty. Okay. Castaway, the show Castaway. Dude, he was on an island. When you're on an island, you don't need money. What do you need? Fucking people. You need people, dude. Okay, you're like, hey man, I'm gonna take my house and I'm gonna turn it into a raft. I'm gonna take my house and I'm gonna turn it into a fire. Like whatever you need to do to get attention. You got to get attention. You don't need money. Shit, you can live on coconuts forever until you're like, I want off this island. I need people. Okay, sales is about people. You want to write this down. Sales is a contact sport. You guys got to stop it. Knock off this madness out there about I'm not a salesperson. You're just saying you hate people. I'm an introvert. You're selfish. You're a selfish little wanker. I didn't ask you about your personality type or how interested you are in yourself. Pete Vargas is going to come up here, I don't know, in a couple of days. He's going to be like, Grant, man, you violate just about every speaking principle there is. You offend people, you push people, you grind them out, you call them names. Do you guys mind if I tell you the truth? Goddamn, somebody got to tell you the truth. Okay? People that talk about their, Grant, man, I do coaching sessions. I'm just not like you. Oh, okay. I'm not like you. If I got around Elon Musk, I wouldn't say, Elon, let me spend my time with you telling you how I'm not like you. Dude, what I would do is be like, Elon, okay. Tell me what you did again. I wouldn't want a selfie with him. I want to know, what did you do, bro? Let me breathe your air. Let me find out what you eat. Let me find out where you go. I'm a vegan. Okay, then I'm vegan. I wouldn't say, I got to have meat. Shit, man. I want to be like Jeff. Okay, so there's nothing wrong with you guys emulating people that are successful. If you want to make sales, learn from people that are successful today, not 80 years ago. When I got into the sales game, I was studying people from 80 years ago because that was the only thing that was written. The internet was coming along. People were getting sophisticated. And I'm like, wait a minute, dude. The stuff that we do right now, I wouldn't even want done to me. So we changed the sales process 25 years ago. I basically violated almost every traditional principle in sales and would become the top salesperson in an industry that was known for principles and systems. And I have since codified what works, what doesn't work, and how you can do it, resulting in, I don't know, hundreds of billions of dollars in sales. not millions, tens of millions, or hundreds of billions of dollars in sales. I've worked for some of the top leading sales organizations in the world. I've taken people that are 16 years old, by the way, okay, that knew nothing about sales, that had a lawnmower and wanted to start getting business, and showed them how to go knock on doors and build a multi-million-dollar business under 20 years old. Like, I don't even know if they're legally a business. Okay. I'm like, dude, it don't matter, bro. Get that money, son. Get that money. You get that money, you can pay that fine. Okay. This is sales truths. Okay. Every day I've been giving you these little truths and or myths and or mistakes. Those are stable. I don't have all day to spend with you today. I don't have 3 or 4 hours at our boot camp. I'll spend 5 full hours, okay, giving you exact tracks to run on that I guarantee you will work for you. They're not questionable. They will only not work for you if you don't believe they won't work for you. If you go in and say they ain't going to work for you, half of them will still work for you, even if you're like, this shit ain't no way this shit's going to work. I got a line right now. I know it's made me at least 50 million bucks. Who knows what that one line is? It is one line that I will use on probably 90%. You're going to see me use it on national TV in January. And you're going to see me use it over and over and over again. You're going to see me get results on national TV that is going to freaking blow America's mind. You guys will know me because you'll be like, there he is, man. God, shit. Guy don't have any hair, but I know what he's up to. He's making a move right now. He's making a move, okay? Okay, what's the line I use all the time? No. What's your favorite part of working with Grant? No. I have to prep myself every morning before I put my feet on the ground. No. What's the biggest thing you've learned about sales? Oh, these are all good questions you guys are asking me. We're going to do a Q&A with Ty. Ty's he's a good sales guy too. He's been studying that game for a long time, but he ain't near the game I am. I'll tell you right now. But he's good. He's good. Okay. Me and Ty, we ought to just go work a neighborhood. Just fucking.
I was saying that, I was telling Johnny earlier, I said, when you and Ty get together, like people both tear you guys up. There's haters on you both.
Yeah.
But when you two get together, like people see that there's legitimacy with the
we're completely, we're not corporate people either. I know he wants to be a corporate guy now. Okay, yeah, the question is, have you seen enough to make a decision? Okay, so let me give you these 10 things real quick. Number one, not necessarily in this order, okay? I would have written these in a different order. Number one, always make your process transparent. Tell people, look, I'm here to sell you something. Quit saying that you don't want to sell people something. I don't want to sell you something. Oh, okay, well, then why do we meet? Number two, make sure your intention is clear. Dude, this is what I'm here to do. I have a great product. I want to make sure you get the product. 3, qualify with hard questions. Are you the decision maker? Do you have the money to make this decision? Are you prepared to make a decision at this time? Okay. If I get everything right, are you ready to roll? You want to ask people hard questions. How do you feel about the product at this time? On a scale from 1 to 10, how would you rate it? Do you have the money? Have you ever spent this much money? How would you make a decision to spend $37 million on a house? Okay, I looked at a house today, $37 million. This guy didn't ask me one question. Not one hard question. All he did was go from room to room to room to room, show me shit. Oh, this marble and this marble and this marble. And my God, I found this marble. I'm like, dude, where's the trash can? Because I'm going to get rid of this fucking marble. Okay. Why didn't he ask me one question? Not one question. Mr. Cardone, on a scale from 1 to 10, how would you rate the view? Mr. Cardone, on a scale from 1 to 10, how would you rate the kitchen? I give the kitchen a 2. Okay. So you got to know where you're at with the deal. You got to ask hard questions. We're going to spend 45 minutes at our boot camp just having you role play, drill hard questions. Okay. Number 4, you can never blow a sale. Ever. One thing never blows a sale. One thing. There's no one thing. There is no one thing that needs to be fixed that can ever blow a sale. Ever. Bad breath will not blow a sale. Shirt will not blow a sale. How you dress will not blow a sale. You saying, oh man, you say one thing that offends somebody. I mean, I could go off on offensive right now, but it's Sunday, so I'm gonna try to stay in my saint lane. Okay. There's no one thing that can blow a sale, ever, ever, ever. So see, you guys worry about blowing a sale. I'm like, dude, I could say like 3 things. Jared called me one day. Jared's like, the salesperson, we got to complain about you doing this and that. And that's what blew this deal. That ain't what blew the deal, dude. You guys, how many of you have my Don't Be a Little Bitch wristbands? Who's got my wristbands? We got either of those around here, Johnny? Man, that's my favorite product we ever created, ever. It says, don't be a little bitch. It's on the side of my hat. It's on a wristband, one of our best-selling products. And I had a client, a car dealer, a woman car dealer that said she was not going to do business with me because of that wristband. I said, well, hey, what else? What else? What's the real reason, bitch? oh. I didn't say that, did I? What's the real reason? Come on. That can't be it. That cannot be it. That cannot be it. Number 5, always agree with the buyer. Always. Okay, I got your attention. Do I have your attention, folks? You don't need to like me, by the way. I've never asked you if you like me. Do I have your attention? You're like, man, I don't appreciate you saying that, Grant. Listen to me, man. Get attention, keep attention, and multiply the attention. And then go back and ask hard questions. You guys want to make more money? You guys want to get rich? You guys want to get rich? Tell me you want to get rich. If you want to get rich, write it down there. Because that might mean you're going to have somebody asking you to do stuff that you don't like. Like everybody wants a coach that they love. Okay, this company, we could have tripled their sales and a wristband offended this woman. I'm like, what is wrong with you? You cannot have a need to be so politically correct that you lose your intention to take care of your family, your business, and your community. Okay, number 5, always agree with the buyer. You're right. I'm with you. You're right. I can't even believe I said that. Damn, I'm an awful person. Okay, your price is too high. I'm with you. We're not buying today. Don't blame you. I got bad credit. No problem, man. I got bad credit too. Like I agree with everybody about everything, okay? I give somebody a price. Hey, man, our boot camp is $247. The last one, the lowest price was $3,000. And people are like, $247, God damn, that's a lot of money. You're right. It is a lot of money, man. The next level above that is $497. Is it $247 or $279? $297. $497. In 1997. So the guy says, man, the $297 is a lot of money. I'm with you, dude. It's 3 days. It's 3 full days. I'm spending millions of dollars to deliver it to you. Okay. If your $297 is expensive, how do you think I feel about my $2.9 million that I got invested? And the next level above that is $497. And we got about 50% of our audience wants to go VIP. They're paying $19.97. And some people are like, dude, I don't even want to do the virtual thing. I want some private coaching from you. That's $100,000. Okay. And let me just say to you real quick, my brother, that says $297 is a lot of money. Okay. Maybe I should send you one of my favorite wristbands. Okay. You see what I'm saying? How about we get you one of these because you need one? Because if $297 is a lot of money, you want some, Johnny? Man, where they been, man? I love my damn wristbands, okay? If $297 is a lot of money, how the hell you gonna ever rack together 2.9? How you gonna ever? Hey, you guys, listen to me, man. This goes back to day 2. If $297 is a lot of money for this virtual boot camp to spend 3 days with me, that's basically $90 a day for an event I'm spending $3 million on. That will look like $18 million by the time I'm done with it. If $297 is a lot of money, Andrea, how the hell we gonna ever get you, AZ, to $2.9 million? Okay. Now, how'd you want to handle that? Visa, MasterCard, or did you want to go ahead and hammer that American Express? The most patriotic card in the world. Okay. Okay. Number 6, before you make a decision, the buyer makes a decision before you even know they do. Okay. This is called, what did I call this, Jared? I had it, they didn't write the decision phenomenon. The decision phenomenon. Man, I haven't taught this information in a second. I love it when we do our boot camps. You know, what happened was we had 3 boot camps interrupted because of COVID. We're doing this virtual boot camp. We're spending this $3 million on this virtual layout so we can deliver it to you because the government keeps shutting down the damn country. And I'm like, people need this material. They need it now. Who knows? It might be a blessing in disguise, and we're going to be able to reach thousands and thousands of people that we couldn't get in Singapore, Dubai,
Already thousands registered.
Europe, Australia, thousands and thousands. How many thousands?
Almost.
Yeah, almost 2,000 people have registered for this event already to take care of the low pricing. 6, the buyer makes a decision before you do. It's called the decision phenomenon. When I'm in a deal, I'm looking. We have what? How many people do we have in the back right now on phones? 45?
Yeah.
45 people making phone calls. I'll walk in on a phone call. We have timers on our phone calls, okay? And I know Ty's coming in, so is he in the UK? Okay. So we got timers on the phone call, and I'll be listening in on the call, right? And I'm looking, by the way. Okay, listen to what I'm saying right now, folks. Listen to me. I am always looking at the customer, even when I'm on a call. Okay, if my staff is on this call right now, you guys are watching this, look for the decision phenomenon. Okay, I don't need to see the customer to see the customer. I'm looking for the decision phenomenon. The customer will always make a decision before you ask for it. And I'm looking for that. That's why I ask that question all the time. Have you heard enough to make a decision? I say, dude, how many of you, by the way, as soon as I showed the wristband, you're like, I'm getting one of those. Just write down below, hey, dude, as soon as you brought up the wristband, I wanted to get one. You see, that's called the decision phenomenon. The second you saw it, Johnny ran in here, he's like, damn, where's the wristbands? They've been missing. And Jared's like, you came all the way in here to get one? Because Johnny likes the wristband more than Jared. Jared has pain associated with this wristband, okay? Because we lost a deal over the wristband, and Jared still remembers the deal we lost. What's her name?
Liza.
Hey, Liza, okay? Like, you're too sensitive, Liza. And I don't need your business anymore. I don't need your business. I'm just going to go get somebody else. Okay. And by the way, there's nothing wrong with us having differences of agreements. That's why I say on the marketing, go wide. Why? So you don't have to do business with everybody. If you have a customer that is so sensitive, they don't understand. The word bitch means whiner. It means a whiner. It means a crybaby. Okay. It does not mean a dog. You guys get it? Also, you need to remember this. What rule says that that's not why she canceled business with me? What rule that I just went over? Which number? Number 4. There's no one thing that can blow a deal. So when she told me that, oh, that's why, I'm like, that ain't it. What is it? What's the real reason? You know what the real reason was? She couldn't get her people to use the training, bottom line. If her people were using the training, she'd been like, Grant, please don't send those wristbands anymore. They're offensive to me. Yeah, no problem. Okay. And then basically we'd send her a different wristband, you know? And we got other wristbands. I got plenty of wristbands. You get it? Okay. No, number 4. No one thing can ever blow a deal. I could tell everybody in here to F off. Every one of you in here. I could tell all of you. You know what? I'm just going to do it right now. Fuck off everybody right now. Okay. Fuck off. Don't come to our deal. You don't deserve it. You don't deserve to do business with me. Okay. You're never going to win. I can tell you all that right now. You see, you guys that are committed to learning, there ain't no way that one thing will blow you off. Because you're in it for the right reasons. You're looking beyond those things. You're in it for you. You're in it for you. That's who I want to do business with. People that are in it for them, they're like, hey, no. The big picture is this. I got to get my skills. I got to get my freaking rejection. I got to be able to keep calling on people. I'm committed to taking care of my family. I will walk on glass to make my dreams a reality. You're not going to let some little dumb bullshit thing that I say throw you off. You understand? I got to buy a car for my house assistant right now to take care of my kids and get them around town. Okay. I'm going to keep doing whatever I got to do to get that done. So I'm like, done. Then I'm going to go buy a bunch of real estate. I'm gonna buy as much real estate as I can this year because I know real estate in Miami, Florida, and Tampa and Orlando is going to continue to skyrocket because New York and the Northeast are going to feed it like a beast. I'm seeing it in home prices all over the place right now. These big homes, people are buying these big homes. I'm not going to let a couple $1 million get in the way of me buying a deal. Listen to what I'm telling you right now, folks. You cannot let money keep you from doing what you need to do. The first person that needs to be sold is you. The most important sale you're ever going to make in your life is you. You cannot let anything distract you from that sale. That's why I say, man, I make a lot of compromises to get where I'm at. Some of you are not willing to make compromises. That's a problem. That's an ego problem. Okay. Number 7, show a proposal. Always make a proposal to your customer. Always. I don't care if they're ready or not. Grant, we're not buying anything today. Okay, good. Let me give you a number anyway. You're looking at a jet. You're looking at a Gulfstream. You're like, we're not going to be buying a Gulfstream. We're looking at Gulfstream. We're looking at Falcons. And we're looking at, what's the other one? Globals. Okay, good. Hey, you're at the Gulfstream place in Savannah, and you're like, hey, man, we're not going to do anything until next year, last quarter. Good. Let me give you a number on a 600 anyway. I'll give you a number on a 600. I'll give you a number on a 700. What's it matter? You're not going to do anything anyway. Okay. See, you guys, do you know that 92% of salespeople never present a number to a customer? Most of you never even count. You don't even count the people in a metrics or statistics of people you don't propose to. Dude, I give a proposal to everybody. I just start, here, how about this number? How about that number? What about this number? What about that number? What about this one? What about that one? Always make an offer. Even when they're not ready, even when they're not qualified. Guy's not qualified to buy a Gulfstream. I'm going to give him a number. Maybe he's got a daddy that is. 8, always use third-party touches. Always use a third-party touch. Costs nothing. When I was 25 years old, I didn't have anybody that could help me in anything. I became the third party. There was Grant Cardone, and there was this other dude. And I would make phone calls for Grant. Grant would wait on Annie. Annie didn't buy from me, and this other dude would call. Hey, Annie, I know you was working with Mr. Cardone today, and Mr. Cardone today. And who's this? This is Mr. Cardone's assistant. And then she'd be like, oh yeah, I really like the car. Oh, you did, huh? And then I got excited so I'd lose my voice, right? And she'd be like, you sound just like him. Yeah, I work for him all the time. I'm wearing his wristbands right now. Always use a third party, because what'll happen is she will tell the third party things that she would not tell you, okay? I looked at 2 houses in Fort Lauderdale today. I just went up there to look at them. We're kind of dreaming. The guy that built the homes is showing the houses. It's a mistake, man. Do not show your own house. Why? Because I won't tell you why I don't like it or why I do like it. Stops the communication. It's too personal for me to tell him anything. You want a third party between you and the customer. Number 9, or at least on the follow-up. Number 9, price. I can't tell you how much money this has made me. I know for sure it made me $13 million on a real estate deal I sold in Nashville. It's called Price is a Myth. When the customer says too high means nothing, because price is a myth. It's all made up. This is what Howard Schultz knew when he made this company right here. This is what Steve Jobs knew when he made the iPhone for $1,200. He's like, dude, they'll pay $1,200. Nobody was paying $1,200 for a phone. Nobody was paying $4 for coffee. Nobody was paying $9,000 for a lady's purse. And then the people at Gucci, like, yeah, they'll pay it. Shit, they'll stand in line in Paris and buy one of every freaking color, and then build a closet that cost $1 million just to keep them there. Price is a myth, man. If price isn't a myth, you need to go back to day 2. If price is not a myth to you, You got to handle this on yourself first. Most important sale you're ever going to make is to who? To who? To who? To you. Most important sale you'll ever make to yourself. By the way, price is a myth, and that's why Walmart's works. Walmart works because most people think the best deal is the lower price. The masses of people have been brainwashed to believe lower is better. Okay. Number 10, second sale. We built a business that's probably worth 30 or 40 million bucks a year, a second business off of second sales. Ask Brandon Dawson, my partner. Okay. All right. 7 things you got to have to close a deal. I just gave you freaking 10 things, actually 11 things. Who knows what number 11 is? Because I gave you number 11. I just snuck it in there. Who knows? Yes. You're right, Joshua. Joshua's iPhone. You. Okay. 7 things, and I'm going to bring Tata in. 7 things you have to close a deal. If you've ever wondered why you didn't close a deal, you should do this checklist before you think that it was your breath. Okay. Your breath has nothing to do with it. How you dress could have something to do with it, but I doubt much. Okay. This is what, look, ain't nobody buying you on. The customer's buying you. They ain't buying you. They're buying a house. I'm looking at a house right now in Malibu. I'm like, God damn, I'd like to buy the house in Malibu. Okay. I'm going to buy the house in Malibu, no matter what. It won't have anything to do with the owner. It won't have anything to do with the salesperson. It won't have anything to do with Brandon. If I want to do that deal and I'm locked in on that deal hard enough, I'm going to buy that house, even though I've told you guys 1,000 times, don't buy a house. Because once you go, you go. Okay. Because I have told you guys there is a time when you will buy a house, that I would buy a house. Number 1, requirements for closing a sale. You got to have a decision maker. Tell you what, I'm going to give $1,000 away to anybody that can put these 7 together right now. I'll give you 60 seconds. I'll give you $1,000 in cash. Anybody knows all 7 of these in the exact order that I have them written down. Yeah, number 1's decision maker. Yeah, I just gave you guys that one. There's 7 of them. You're going to have to do more than one. Number 1, decision making. Yeah. 2, wherewithal. That's good. I'll go with that one. We might have $1,000 right here. We might have $1,000 right here. First person. I said the first person, Jared. Don't start saying I said something else. Okay, let's see. Sold on the product. Believe in you. Dude, you guys have the book or something? God damn it. Okay. $1,000 goes to Mark Valinsky. No. $1,000 goes to Shaheen Taylor. Man, you guys, I didn't know you guys had the answers. Oh my God, man. You guys have the answers, man. Wow. Okay, well, I'll keep my part of the bargain, all right? $1,000 to whoever put it down first. I think it was Shaheen. And if it's not Shaheen, and my staff says no, actually it was Anne Marie. It was it was Eduardo. No, it was Renee. I'm just going to go back. I think it's Renee Alexandria. No, it was Ionis Tricolotis. Okay. No. Goddamn, there's so many people here. 538, I think it's Ionis Tricoliotis. Okay. One person wins that. Congratulations. That'll be $1,000 from me to you. So well done. Okay. Look, if you miss any of the 7, decision maker, wherewithal, sold on the product, believe in you. They got to believe in you. The guy's got to believe in you. I got to believe what they're telling me is legit. Okay. If I'm trying to buy an apartment deal and the guy's like, the location's great and I'm doing the deal, but I don't actually believe the location's great, I'm not going to do that deal. I don't believe him anymore. So if he lied about one thing, he'll lie about other things. Then I don't trust any of the information. This has nothing to do with him, by the way. It has something to do with me being able to trust that I have the correct data to make that decision. Okay. 1, decision maker. 2, the wherewithal. I got to have the money, the chips to buy. 3, I have to be sold on this product, this purchase, or this investment. 4, they got to believe in the person delivering the data. That's why you don't want to violate trust. You don't want to violate trust because any one lie means there's a string of lies. Okay. 5, confidence in the product. I need to know that this thing is going to do what I need it to do, whether it's the day planner, the company that put our 10X planner together, or the apartment building that I bought. I need to believe in the product itself. 6, there has to be a written offer. You cannot close a conversation. And number 7, urgency. There got to be some big U. Urgency, a reason to do something right this second. And you guys got to learn how to find out all 7 of these. If any one of the 7 is missing, I cannot believe I gave $1,000 away and they have the answers in front of them. You guys took advantage of me on that deal, okay? All right? Friends would not do that to one another, all right? So if any one of these 7 things is missing, is tie-in? If any one of these 7 things is missing, I want to bring in a friend of mine. This guy is a friend of mine. Can I see his? I want him to see me talking about him. He is, first of all, a friend of mine. He's a cool dude. He's he's a super entrepreneur. He's all bowed up right now. I think he's been eating a lot of protein. He's a freaking genius. I mean, I can't say enough good things about this guy, and I like being around him. And the first time I saw the guy back in the day, I found the guy online, probably like you did. I'm like, what's this dude up to, man? What's this guy up to? But I've always enjoyed being around him, talking business with him, talking sales. He's doing some huge stuff right now. Forbes.com and entrepreneur.com have both called him top global business influencer in the world. He is now out in the world acquiring massive brands. Like he just bought Pier 1, Linens and Things, Dress Barn, the Franklin Mint. He's made a fortune on, him and his partner, Dr. Alex, have made a fortune on Mentor Box. My friend, super entrepreneur, good looking dude, almost as good as me, good looking as me, Ty Lopez.
What's up, Grant?
How you doing, brother?
I'm in Denmark. I'm in Copenhagen.
What are you doing? You doing some big business over there?
Yeah, you could say that. Plus, I like to live in Europe half the year if I can.
Yeah.
Quality of life. Get a little bit. America's a little crazy right now. Denmark and Sweden aren't so bad with quarantine and stuff. You can go out, live your life. I was just in New York. I mean, New York's locked down like you've never seen. It's wild.
Yeah, I heard it's like a ghost town there.
I mean, I was staying at a hotel. Every time you walk in the hotel, they temperature check you. People more than anything, people are afraid. Like, if you forget your mask for a second, the whole crowd will turn on you and be like, mob you. So,
yeah, I went and got a haircut the other day, and they're like, "You need to wear a mask, Mr. Cardone." I said, "I thought you guys wanted what I have."
You're a super spreader of success, eh?
Yeah. Okay, man. So look, I know I want to talk about some of the stuff you've been doing because you're all over Wall Street Journal and Forbes and CNBC. How you like all this attention you're getting from the top of the food chain?
You know, I don't care that much about it. I actually come to Denmark because nobody cares about your success here. So it's just kind of a normal place. But I mean, I like the results more than the press, and the press a little bit helps bring in deals and investors and stuff. But most of all, I'm liking what I'm doing. It's fun. I'm wheeling and dealing. I'm doing a lot of deals. I do the M&A side of it. Alex more does the actual ops oversight. So I like deals. I'm a deal guy. I got 3 new deals coming down the pike. And so we'll see 3 brands that I'm bidding on right now, plus a publicly traded company. We're trying to do a friendly takeover, become an activist shareholder, see if we can get the price of the stock up. So trying to keep up with you, Grant.
Well, look, man, I like playing with you and being inspired by you, and seeing the things you do are inspirational to me. Like anybody that's successful at anything, it's like, oh, wow, I could do more. You know, look at what Ty's doing. He's stretching himself into another space. So how important, Ty, has a couple things. One is being challenged. How do you keep challenging yourself? Because this is called the 10X challenge. How do you keep doing that with yourself, to yourself, or bringing other people in to challenge you?
I mean, look, I've always been a reader. I really think biographies are a great way to stretch yourself. You can do them audiobooks, and you don't even have to go crazy and read a book a day or anything like that. I got a book I keep about 3 or 4 audio books. Anytime I have downtime, 5 minutes, I'm walking somewhere, I put it in. I'm listening to the story of Vanderbilt, how he built the railroads in the United States. Really the first big real estate guy in a lot of ways. Obviously it wasn't apartments like what you do, but it was railroads. Number 2, I'm listening to Napoleon. People don't realize statistically, Napoleon's the greatest conqueror of all time. He was in 60 major battles and he only lost about 8 of them. Whereas like Alexander the Great had 6 main battles that he won. He was undefeated, but only 6 for 6. It's a lot harder to go 53 and 60. So those books, that history, I've always been a history guy. That's more so how I challenge myself. I don't check social media so much anymore. If you look, like I've been posting like once every 2-3 weeks. So I've never been somebody that, for some reason, my brain likes historical figures. I think it's because you see the end game, right? You see the full game, whereas current event people, you don't know what the final win is or a final lose. So I do look at, you know, Elon Musk a little bit, but I for some reason I don't get I respect the hell out of him and so many of those people, but I've never been inspired by them as much as historical people.
Yeah, because you know, I mean, what did you like about Napoleon? What would you learn reading about Napoleon?
I mean, the greatest thing, and I'll tell you, this is really applicable to business, that Napoleon said. He said, engage the enemy and then plan. And so many people I meet in the world of business, their idea is to plan. And then once they think they have a plan, then they'll engage the enemy. But it's a little like Mike Tyson said it. Everybody has a plan till I punch him in the face. So jump in the ring and then you make your plan. Me and Alex, for example, you know, we now have 8 relatively large brands. Some of them are very big. And, you know, we have 8 American brands that we're running. And some of them, people go, what's your exact plan? What are you going to do with Pier 1? Or what are you going to do with Modell Sporting Goods? Or, you know, we're bidding on a couple big ones that you would know. And we have a basic plan, but I like Napoleon. Engage the enemy, buy the company. And then you can make a more thorough plan. So some of the brands we bought 2 months ago, 3 months ago, we're really making, I was actually today woke up and was mapping out on Google Excel sheets, what our plan is for the brands. So I think most people have the reverse and remember.
So commit first.
Yes.
Yeah. And then you're going to figure it out, particularly with the brands that you're buying. You're like, okay, I bought a good brand or I bought a good piece of real estate. Now engage with executing on the possibilities and the potential.
Yeah. I think back to real estate, for example. I first bought my first real estate property, investment property. I think it was 2005, may have been 2000. Actually, it was, I think 2004, 2005. And in hindsight, there was this one little house. It was the first piece of real estate I ever looked at. My business partner was a real expert in real estate. And I remember really trying to think through if I should have bought that property. And about a month ago, I was thinking, I wonder why I didn't buy that thing. Guaranteed over the last 15 years, it's worth, 5 times more. As a rundown house in the middle of Raleigh, North Carolina, right on a main street. I could have probably bought it for $50,000. And I overthought it. I was like, what's my plan? What will I do? What do I do? And in the long run, you get wealthy by controlling assets. Yeah. So if I had controlled that asset, it probably worth, at least 500,000 now, if not $1 million. So I think back and go, damn it, Ty, if I had a time machine, just jump in. Sometimes you'll make mistakes. Warren Buffett says his biggest regrets in general are not acts of commission, but acts of omission. Not things he did, but these opportunities you miss out. You can fail by biting off more than you chew. It happens, but not.
But how often does that happen? Really?
Not so often.
Yeah,
not so
exactly.
often.
So let's talk about Ty, because one thing that you and I have always been interested in is the sales game, and I know you've studied it. How does the sales game? Because most of the audience is not going to go out and buy a big brand tomorrow, buy a big piece of real estate. how does the sales game, that thing about commit first, or what would you call it, engage the customer first and then figure it out? How does that relate to this?
Yeah, I mean, psychology is probably my biggest love after history. So to me, sales is just psychology, right? It's the art of understanding. There's something called heuristics. How do people decide stuff? And whether you're doing big deals or small deals, it's the same damn thing. And going back to this Napoleon thing, what you really have to do to get good at sales is sell 1,000 people something. And once you hit that 1,000 number, you will build real skill. You'll have memory to draw on. Don't say that, because when you said that to number 743, you lost a big deal. You know, you just have to, it's like Arnold Schwarzenegger used to say, reps and sets. Everybody wants to get big, but nobody wants to put in reps and sets. Everybody's looking for 6-minute abs and all that stuff.
Yeah.
You look at these guys that really have muscles, man. These dudes are putting in. Arnold Schwarzenegger used to hit his legs with 40 sets sometimes. Now that might be overtraining, but again, there's very few people who overtrain. And in sales, there's very few people I've met who's overtrained. At the end of the day, my credentials is tell me how many people you've been selling. And I see a little quote, somebody said, sell crap. I mean, I don't think you should sell crap. Maybe for a short period of time, you will definitely sell better, something you believe in. But I started selling, man. My first mentor, Joel Salatin, was in the marketing/sales game. I would encourage people to really understand the 25 cognitive biases. Somebody made a website. I think it's called 25 Cognitive Biases. It's one of my followers. I don't own it or anything. And he lists out all the different ones I've been teaching on cognitive biases. And I've actually expanded that. I think there's about 40 cognitive biases. So for example, a cognitive bias would be something new. So Apple, the largest company in history, the most valuable, it's almost $2 trillion market cap. What do? They don't just sell you an iPhone, but it's been an iPhone 4 and then an iPhone 5 and a 6 and a 7 and 8 and an X and all this. And the reason being is because they understand to get people out to get rid of this phone and drop another $1,000 on another phone, psychology. People love a little new gadget. So there's a lesson to me and a lesson to people. Start putting that into your reference book, your vocabulary when you're talking to somebody. Even for us, we found raising capital, and I think you found this with your deals, having new deals gets people re-engaged with you. You might have investors, but if you're always pitching them the same deal, eventually they get bored of it. Humans are susceptible to I call it the novelty bias. That's the actual technical term. So I try to really get good in my head at mastering and being able to pivot. Some people you meet, if you're trying to close it, like let's say I know you teach a lot about how to buy real estate, but the psychology of the seller, this is where you like really win or lose at anything. I'm not an expert at buying multifamilies, but I'm an expert at wheeling on big deals, and the way I do it, I get in there, I engage the enemy. I start talking to them. First of all, I don't do any deal without trying to talk to the owners. For example, Pier 1, this is a company that I bought. It did 1.7 billion last year, doing about $5 million a day. Now, and even e-com was about 400 million. So it's a big company. And I got in there before I bought it. And I was like, Guggenheim was the investment banker. I'm like, put me on the phone with the CEO of Pier 1. I want to get in there. And I talk to him and I say, tell me what's wrong with the business. I engage with them and I'm listening. You have to be a good listener. And at the same time, you have to be a quick talker. Yeah. So sales is in some ways the ultimate human interactive skill that you can build, and probably the hardest. What would you say to somebody that says, Ty, hey, I'm just not good at that, talking to people, or I'm an introvert, or that uses some of those common, go-to reasons for not wanting to play that game? Yeah, that's a good question. I mean, look, some people are naturally better at sales, just like some people are going to be naturally better at bodybuilding or whatever. But I think if you use the bodybuilding analogy, there's nobody that hits the gym, that doesn't build muscle if you do it right.
That's
Now,
right.
you may not become, you may not become Bradley Martin or Arnold Schwarzenegger, but everybody improves. So that's number one. Number two, the introvert extrovert thing is somewhat of a cop out. I mean, my business partner, Alex, is a introvert, and introverts do really well.
I thought he was the extrovert and you were the introvert.
In some ways, but in general, he's a PhD in aerospace engineering, but introverts can sell one-to-one very well. You and me are more extroverted. We can do a Zoom call with 1,200 people or whatever we have here. So introverts, a lot of big deals are done one-to-one. So if you're an introvert, I wouldn't go down that route. What I would say is, it's like learning how to exercise. You don't have to do it, but you're going to die, and you're going to die early or regret your life if you don't. And you might not naturally be high coordination, if you look at these pro basketball players, these dudes have hand-eye coordination like Marvel superheroes. But yet I still play basketball.
They still develop it.
Yeah, you got to develop it. You don't have to become LeBron. Look, everybody on this call isn't going to become a billionaire, get on the Forbes list, or do what you're doing, Grant. But everybody should master the sales game to the best of their ability. It's like IQ, man. Like me, like lifting. Like I have a guy who works for me has 22-inch biceps. Now, if you don't know how big 22-inch biceps, it's really big. And
what do I have, Ty? What is that? What do you think that is?
You're probably like 15-ish, I would say.
Wow, man, that hurts, man.
I mean, you might be 16. I mean, starting to get 16 is big, but I mean, he's 6'6", 330 pounds.
Yeah.
The point is, I'm never gonna have that mass. He can bench, but I still curl and I still bench. So even if you're not gonna buy a multifamily like Grant's doing, you can buy a whole bunch of smaller stuff all over the world. I'm going to tell you this about business. There isn't a lot of good business people out there. Let me tell you. So I grew up single mom. Dad was in prison. I don't think I ever met a millionaire until I was in my 20s for sure. It wasn't even in my consciousness that existed. I'd never seen a Lamborghini, Ferrari, mansion. I'd never been I was born in LA, but I was born kind of in the ghetto part. Never went to Hollywood until in Beverly Hills till 2006. So now that I'm in the game, and I'm pretty deep in the game, and I talk to the big boys now, the Morgan Stanleys of the world, all this, people aren't that good. So a lot of you are putting yourself up against this false benchmark. You're like, everybody's so good, and I'm way down here. People suck at almost every level.
Benchmark, right, Ty?
Yeah.
I just want to be sure everybody heard that.
Yeah, it's a false benchmark. I mean, some of these guys I'm wheeling and dealing against, I've been better than them since I was 19.
Mm-hmm.
Like these guys, look, a lot of people are lazy. A lot of people got where they are because their parents got them into Harvard. So they have that Harvard MBA. So they get hired by the investment banks, or they get the capital behind them to form a fund. They're morons of epic proportions, man. Most of these guys with big capital, they underperform the S&P 500 year in, year out. So Warren Buffett said the same thing. He said when he graduated, stopped working with his mentor, Benjamin Graham, he went into the business world and was like, man, I'm going to be up against all these sharp people. And then he was like, I never bumped into any. And when he finally did, he made him his business partner, Charlie Munger. So I really think, Grant, 99% of these people on this call already could operate at a relatively high level if you have two things. I'm going to tell you this. This is where people break down. Common sense. You cannot believe how, when I say common sense, what I mean by, I'll give you an example. Here's common sense. People go, how did you figure out you wanted to buy Pier 1? Okay. Now, there was all kinds of investment bankers. We went up in an auction against Sycamore. Sycamore has $15 billion in cash. They're big boys. They're the guys that were going to buy Victoria's Secret. Okay. So they did their valuation. They crunched their numbers. They got all their people, but they forgot about common sense, in my opinion. I bought 1.7 billion of revenue for 31 million. And that's what I paid for it. Now, now all the bankers are going, well, I'm interested. Why didn't we buy? And I'm like, because you overthought it and you were lacking in common sense. We bought a smaller company called Modell's Sporting Goods. If you live in New York, you know it. It's a very big brand. Started in 1889. It's only East Coast brand. And it did 520 million in revenue, 520. And I bought it for $3.65 million. To me, it's common sense. You know, Pier 1, the day I launched Pier 1 again, September 1, my team launched it. 1 out of 900 people visited the site, and I didn't even have to spend a penny on marketing. We didn't even send an email out. So for me, a lot of these deals I'm doing, I think I have quicker common sense and less fear.
But let me just say this, because, and then what we're going to do is I'm going to go into a VIP session with you and do a Q&A with some of these VIPs.
Okay.
Your common sense comes from you touching people every day, playing the game every day. I think the advantage today that everybody here has, if you're using social as much as Ty used it in the past, I know you said you're not using it as much now. But I think there's other reasons, me and you can discuss later why you're doing that. I think I know what they are, but
I want to hear your theory, Grant.
All that interaction gave you a lot of touching on people. Like there's so many, you've done millions of engagements of individuals, surveys, getting feedback, right. Taking bullshit from people for years, so that when you go into one of these meetings, man, like you got some skill sets that these corporate people at Goldman and JP Morgan, they don't even know what it's like to go on a live stream and have 1,500 people say shit about you.
Yeah. That's why I say, you know, I know we're going to this VIP. Here's my final parting words to those of you that won't be in that other session. Number one, business is not as hard as you've been told it is. Okay. Mm-hmm. It's like a magic trick. It appears hard when you don't know how it works, but once you see it, you're like, wait a second, I could do that. That's number one.
Good. Thank you.
Number two, with whatever you're trying to do, if you're trying to get in the real estate game, just start. Put money, lose your, people go, oh, I'm going to lose 25 grand. Good, lose it. You'll be okay. Don't commit every penny that you have. Don't mortgage everything you have, but engage the enemy. Now, once you're in there, pivot around so you don't lose out. So sometimes you'll jump into things and you're like, holy crap, I made a bad decision. I bought a piece of real estate. Like, for example, that old house I was saying in Raleigh, North Carolina, I should have bought in 2006. Let's say I bought it and all of a sudden I'm like, this house isn't worth renovating. Okay, knock it down and try to put a gas station on it. Knock it down and, you know, put a corn maze on it. Pivot around, plan once you've engaged with it.
Yeah, I just want to go back to that last thing before we let everybody off, right? Because I know your time's valuable and I know you're in another time zone. How important do you think it is for people to say, dude, like, so what, you lost 25 grand? The game is not to win or lose 25 grand. The game has to be way bigger than that. And on the way there, you're going to lose 25 or 50 or 100 or a million, maybe.
Yeah, it's poker. Nobody, scared money doesn't make money. You go ahead, all the guys that I know that now you have to make calculated bets. You have to learn how to read the table.
Yeah.
Poker's more of a psychology game. And you can start at a smaller stakes table. So buy something cheap, buy something with some people so that your fears
don't
reduce.
Buy anything cheap, folks. Buy something with someone. Partner with somebody and buy something good.
Yeah, buy something good, but engage and make sure if you buy it with the people, say, I'm going to do one deal. I'm going to come into this as a minority person, but you got to commit to training me. So eventually I can do this without you.
Yeah. Okay, one more thing. How important is the sales game in business, period?
Probably your greatest skill set to have, one skill set. There's a good book. The
only book you should recommend right now is anything with my name on it. Otherwise, I don't want to.
I'm not reading. I'm not saying what the book is, but there's a book where they studied all the billionaires. Okay, I won't say the title, Grant. I ain't gonna take things away from you.
Go ahead. You can. I want to know the title.
It's fine. It doesn't matter. But I'll tell you the important thing of the whole book. The 70% of billionaires worked in sales for a significant portion of their life. So just go with the simple odds there. There's probably some causation that sales skills build wealth. You look at these guys at the top. Elon Musk is a master of psychology. Watch his Twitter. he engages in people. He makes them hate him sometimes, and he bifurcates the audience. Then he brings them back together, and he's a hero to the nerds and this and that. And he's now the 5th richest man in the world. So there is, I mean, sales is the start, boy.
Warren
And
Buffett's
sales-
first job, what was it?
Say that one more time.
Warren Buffett's first job, what was it?
Selling newspapers, I think.
Selling newspapers, okay? Jeff Bezos, if he didn't think he could sell books, he wouldn't have freaking done the Amazon thing.
Yeah. Well, he was an investment banker before selling securities. So he was in the sales game before. Here's the thing. Here's my final thing. Understand money. So the way money works in the simplest terms, forget complex economics. There's a ton of people with wallets in the world, 7.8 billion. And they don't want to part with that money because people will let you steal your girlfriend and they won't shoot you in the face. But you walk down the street to take $100 out of somebody's wallet, you may get shot, meaning money is something people value. So 7.8 billion people with a wallet of some sort. They don't, by their very nature, want to transfer their scarce resources to you. So all sales, all movement of money from somebody else into your wallet has an element of persuasion in it. And you can call it sales, you can call it persuasion. It's the same thing.
Hey, man, I love you, brother. I appreciate you. Ty Lopez has been on 2 of my growth conferences. He's got ovations before, during, and after. Nobody stands up more for Ty Lopez. First of all, I'm always the guy standing up because I love this dude. I love what you've done for me, Ty. You've inspired me as an entrepreneur. You challenge me to think bigger and to do bigger things. And I really appreciate you, dude. Always working with you is always a pleasure. You guys give a big shout out to Ty Lopez. If you're on Instagram, give him a big follow there. He doesn't need it. He's got, 10 or 12 million followers.
No, not that many on Instagram.
He's got as many haters as I do too, man. You inspire me. I'm like, anytime I'm getting too much hate, I'm like, let me call Ty. I wonder where he is today. Maybe he'll love
I'll tell you, 6 months ago, I had way less hate, and I called Alex. I was like, I think we're not doing big enough stuff. Nobody's yelling at me anymore.
Yeah. So I really appreciate who you are, Ty, what you've done, your whole story from where you've come, man. You're a true American success story. Appreciate your generosity. You guys give us 2 or 3 minutes to reboot here. If you haven't taken advantage of grantcardone.com/virtual, it's 3 days. You can get a ticket for as low as $297. 3 days going hard, deep on the sales game, getting all your questions answered, writing out your scripts, showing you exact methodologies so you can engage and make contact with a customer or potential prospect and then convert that to a transaction. Homework. Jared's going to share with you homework. Hey, hang in there, Ty. I just need like 2 minutes to clean up some stuff, and then we're going to do some Q&A.
Problem.
Okay, guys. So homework. We're talking about sales today. One of the most important things in selling is that you have conviction and belief in your offer. More importantly, yourself. And so the homework assignment for tonight in the Facebook group, either post a video or go live in the Facebook group. And I want you to post a video about 3 reasons why somebody should do business with you rather than the competition. And now, this is a caveat to this exercise. You can't say stuff like, I work hard, because that's something that you can get anywhere. Come up with 3 reasons that are unique to you in your situation, your company, your product, your service. Come up with 3 things, 3 reasons why somebody should do business with you rather than the competition. And if you really want to go after it like in 10x fashion, give 3 reasons why people should pay more to do business with you than the competition. Why are you worth more than the competition? And
Where do they post that?
You're going to post that in the Facebook group. Make sure that you hashtag 10x day 7, 10x day 7. So yeah, the number 7, so that we can go through and we can find the homework assignment easily in the group. Thank you guys so much for being here. We have an amazing guest tomorrow. Super excited about it. He will be in studio live, and he's going to be helping you understand how to go out and get your message in front of the world. and find the right people who can put you on stage and help you build out a career as a speaker. He's worked with some of the top speakers, experts, influencers in the world today. And so we're super excited to have him. It's going to be Pete Vargas. Pete Vargas. Just trying to leave a little mystery, you know? It's okay. Yeah, I know. Yeah. So thank you guys so much for being here tonight. 10X Challenge picking up tomorrow, 5 p.m. East Coast Standard Time. Right back here. Make sure you get your homework done. Mainstream. We will see you tomorrow. And time for the VIPs to do a quick Q&A with Ty Lopez. So, hey, VIP, I want you guys to go through right now and start loading your comments